Hi there, Andrew here. I love to be entertained, but I have no patience, so I give every new show I watch only one episode to hook me. Welcome to Debut Review. Today, I will be watching the first episode of The Promised Neverland. The one adored as the mother is not the real parent. The people living here together are not actual siblings. The Gracefield house is where orphaned children live, an irreplaceable home where 38 siblings and mom live happy lives, even with no blood relations. However, their everyday life suddenly came to an abrupt end one day. Ellipses. That's all it says. So we've got three somewhat surly looking kids standing on a dinner plate with standard clock Roman numerals on it and a knife and fork making the hands of the clock and what looks like a clock pendulum behind them. I have no idea what this show's about, but it's been recommended to me by several different people. So yeah, let's give the first episode a watch. I'm at somewhat of a loss on how to talk about this first episode. It's difficult to talk about it without spoiling it. If you, like me, watch a lot of anime, or have at least seen a lot of anime, it's probably not going to be a spoiler. You're going to, within a couple of minutes, know exactly where this is going, at least tonally. If not, if you're young or just getting into anime, where this story goes may come as a complete surprise to you. So, let me err on the side of caution and say that if you have any interest in watching this show, go check out the first episode. My short review is episode 1 good? In and of itself, no, but it does its job in the sense that you're probably going to want to watch episode 2, which is, again, the job of the first episode. So, will I watch episode 2? Yes. Is this going to be a good show? Hard to say at this point, but it definitely has potential. So anyone who is concerned with spoilers, wants to check it out themselves, off you go. Okay, everyone else, let's talk about this. So, we have an orphanage, and it's filled with disgustingly cute children who are impossibly happy and cheerful, and they love each other so much. And they're all just so darn happy and joyful and innocent and pure. And 3 minutes into this show, if you're anything like me and have seen a lot of anime, you're like, oh, this is getting dark by the end of this episode. These kids are gonna die. This is one of those. It's one of those. So, it turns out... Okay, so I'm going to spoil the whole thing. Again, if you want to watch it, go watch it. It's on Crunchyroll. So you have your disgustingly cute, to the point of being annoying children. They're in an orphanage. It's in this large house in the middle of the country, and it's surrounded by a fence. And the mother, the caretaker of the place, she's a really sweet lady, and she says, just, don't stay away from the fence. Okay. So, it comes out that there's 38 kids there, and one of them is leaving that day. And the kids are talking, they're like, golly gosh, it's so weird that whenever one of us leaves, we never hear from them again. I guess the outside world is just so plum peachy that they forget about us. They died. Oh, you all got to die. again, I'm watching this. I'm like, oh, this is getting dark. This is going to get dark. And I wouldn't say it's the show's fault. I wouldn't say that the show is needlessly telegraphing things or showing its hand. It's just I've seen a lot of stuff now, so you can recognize the signs. If you have a show that starts with really disgustingly cute, happy, pure, innocent children in anime, you've got one of two things. You've got a show for 3-year-olds or something that's going to go dark really quick. So, one of the little girls, little Connie with her little bunny, Mr. Bun Bun, or whatever its name is, she's leaving the orphanage today. And bye, Connie! Oh, but she left Mr. Bun Bun! We'll have to run down and return Mr. Bun Bun. And they find her corpse in the back of a truck. And she's got really good death face going on. If you've seen The Ring, right? You know that the death face that people do when they see Sadako, Samara, I think the English name was, kind of like that. And they're like, "Oh my gosh, she's dead. That sucks." And what was that? And like, "Oh shoot, hide under the truck." And it's aliens. The whole thing is a farm that's raising children to harvest their meat and sell to alien monster things to eat them. So now the kids are like, "We need to escape, but we can't leave our friends. We're all going to escape." So that's the show. Okay, decent hook. Kind of obvious if you've seen a lot of this stuff, but that's something that's really hard to avoid. It's fine. What I do really like is you get some really good facial expressions, not just little dead Connie's death face, but the looks of horror on the other two kids when they discover her body and are hiding from the monsters and escape and are determinedly say we're going to escape this place. So some really nice facial animation going on there. Also a couple other things to note. Each of the kids has it's on the left side, have like a 5 or 6 digit number like tattooed on their neck. That's a pretty big giveaway that you see at the very beginning. You're like, oh boy. Yeah, something's rotten in the state of Denmark here. Animation-wise, it looks like they're using a computer to track where the number goes, so they don't have to draw numbers at weird angles. It works mostly, but there's a couple parts where it drifts, where the number code on their necks drift a little bit. Small nitpick. Another interesting thing they're doing at the school is they're testing these kids somehow for smarts. I guess smarter kids are tastier or something. But their formalized test is really weird. All of their problems look to be like geometry problems, but you have like this geometric shape with a barcode under it, and all they're doing is like scanning the barcode. I'm like, well, this test looks easy. Are you testing their adequacy for an inventory service? I mean, because all they have to do is scan barcodes. They don't seem to really be... It's not explained, at least in the first episode, exactly what the hell they're doing. It looks like they're just scanning barcodes. I'm like, how can you screw... I got them all right. Yay, I scanned everything on the paper. So, yeah. Is it good? I can't say yet. This is just the setup. But it's a good hook. It makes you curious to see how the show's going to present itself in subsequent episodes. So will I be watching episode 2? Yeah, I think I'll check it out. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Bye.